Hello, you guys. Welcome back to a Soul Sisters Diary. It is your host, the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys, let me know if you can hear me. I know we're getting started late. I was supposed to do this live um, earlier today, but I was having some technical difficulties. So hopefully, you guys are here. As you start coming in, please let me know that you're here. We're going to do things a little differently today. I have a video that I recorded last night. I basically recorded myself doing my hair, really. Okay, that's really what it is. And I've been wearing my hair in like mini twists, which is going to be the protective style that that's going to be my go-to hairstyle for this hair growth journey that I'm on, this new trying to just my hair be more fuller, thicker, longer. So this video is basically going to give you the tips, give you the tricks that is going to basically grow your hair faster, thicker, fuller, you name it. Um it's not a secret that I use cloves, rosemary in my products. My hair care products, Soul Sister. I have a hair care line. If you did not know that, it is called Soul Sister. And what we do, we have, hey, Sandra, we have natural hair care products that um, are geared towards helping you grow your hair naturally, right? So today, the video that we're going to be doing today is going to focus on reasons why your hair may not be growing, reasons why you may not be getting the success that you want to get. So while we're talking, I'm going to play hey Sabrina. I'm going to play a video, and the video is just going to be me basically doing my hair, okay? And you're going to get to see how nice my hair has become. I mean, I'm so proud of what I've done so far in such a short period of time. So, without further ado, let's just get started, y'all. Let me see if I could put some little background music. Let's see. I like this one. It's nice. I think that one's nice. Okay, guys, here we go. Now, as you can see, I like to use that is the hair tea. I like to use the hair tea, the butter, and I usually just put the butter on my tips because that's where I experience the most dryness at, right? Um, so I usually will follow up after I get my hair nice and saturated and hydrated. I will start putting the hair butter. I even go into my roots with the oil. So I like to section my hair off into maybe like threes or fours. And as you can see right here, my hair is sectioned off. Okay, so it's easier to work in quadrants and, in sections. So that way you're not like having a whole bunch of hair to work with at a time. Hey, Tam, you got the product today? Yay! So this video is going to show you how to use it. This is how I use it, but we're going to talk about a little bit of everything today. So we're just gonna go and just take a look at how I use the product. Um, this is for any hair type. Like if you have a perm, if you're natural, you can use this product. But I am all natural. I don't have a perm. I haven't had a perm in years. So when I first started using this, my hair was very thin. It was, as you can see in the thumbnail, before and after, it was very thin. So ever since using Soul Sister, my hair has gotten thicker. It's growing. My edges have grown back. I had a very bad problem with thin edges. You're going to be able to see in this video that my edges have grown back. And my hair is growing very fast. Now, everyone's hair type is different. So just because I'm having, fast results, you may not have as fast results as me. You may have slow results, and you may have even faster results. Everybody's hair is different. Everybody's growth, we all grow hair, but everybody, genetics, a lot of that plays a part in how quick our hair grows, how thin, or, all of that. But we all grow hair, and cloves, rosemary, it is a great natural product that can be used for hair growth because it blocks DHT, which is the chemical that our body makes that like causes us to go bald, right? Sandra says she saw results in 2 days. Now I believe you, because when I started using it on my edges, I saw results like maybe 2 days too. And it was, the really fine hair growing back in that area. So you will see, the shorter your hair is, like if you do a big chop and you start using this, the faster you're going to see a result with growth, because you really have no hair. So when you don't have a lot of hair, you're going to see quick results. So yes, because it's all natural. There are no additives. I have no chemicals added to these products. Everything is all natural. The only thing that I have added is a preservative in the hair tea to keep it from going rancid. Now, Tam and Sandra, they both have the product, and they can tell you, this is why I did this video as a live, because I wanted to have Q&A. I wanted people to be able to ask questions if they needed to. And I thought maybe just showing you how I use it would be a good way to, start some conversation about how to take care of your hair, how to take care of dry hair, how to deal with brittle ends and all of that. So that's why I did this in this format and not an upload. So that way, if you have any questions, you guys can ask those questions. But Tam and Sabrina, they can tell you this product is all natural. The spray that I'm spraying on my hair right now is a tea rinse. I include the little spray bottle with you guys' order. So that way you can pour, if you don't have a spray bottle, you can get started right away using the tea rinse. So I include in the packages, everyone has a spray bottle. And I like to, that way you can get the product right to your scalp. You need to use it on your scalp. You need to use it on your ends if you have brittle hair or dry hair. I use it on my ends because my tips tend to get a little brittle and dry. And as you can see, when I put it on, now this, what I'm doing is more like a pre-poo. And if anyone knows what a pre-poo is what you do before you shampoo your hair, before you wash your hair. So I saturate my hair with the tea rinse, and then I put, I follow it up with the hair butter. I put the oil on my scalp, and as you can see, my hair is really like saturated right now, right? And I just twist it up and just let it soak, let all that goodness soak into my hair. I put a plastic cap over it and put my satin, silk bonnet on, and I just sleep with that overnight. And then it all depends. I can wear this for a week or so, a couple weeks if I want, or I can immediately wash my hair the next day. But right now, I still have these in. I have not washed my hair out or anything, because once it all soaks and dries, it looks amazing. It's really shiny. It looks very healthy. I just love it. I love these products. I'm telling you. It's only going to get better. Like right now, the containers that they're coming in, the jars that they're coming in glass jars. And the mason, I have like a little small mason jar for the butter. Right now, that's what everything is coming in, but it will not be coming in that in the future, like in the near future. I have now the glass for the oil. The oil will remain in glass bottles, because if you use plastic bottles for oil, it has the potential to seep through. So I'm not going to be using plastic for the oil. It's going to still be glass containers. But as you can see, that's what I do. I spray my hair, spray the scalp, I spray the tips with the with the hair tea, and then I put the butter on and seal it in with the butter. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm starting over. I'm doing the back quadrant now. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to get in those roots, get in those scalp, get in, the tips, everything, just get it nice and hydrated. And now please excuse, some of this is going to look a little blurry, because I was having issues with my camera last night. So some of it, it's going to be blurry. Some of it is going to be pretty clear, but you're getting the picture of what it is that I'm doing. Now, when I put the tea rinse on and then I put the oil on, I just like to massage it through. And I also like to rub it on my tips, rub it on my ends, rub it in the shaft. And just really, I'm just like loving on my hair, right? I'm not being rough. I'm being very intentional in what I'm doing. I'm massaging. I like to use my fingers. I also have a scalp massager that I use. You'll see me use that from time to time. And then I just really just play with it, by just getting all of those ingredients and nutrients in my hair, massaging it and getting it in those dry areas, because my ends tend to get very dry. And that's where your breakage is going to happen. It's going to happen at the tips. Now, hair growing hair, people think that it's all just about, okay, I'm trying to grow my hair out from the root. I'm trying to grow my hair out from the scalp. Growing hair has a lot to do with retaining hair. You need to be retaining the hair that you already have. So you need to be the hair that is already on your head. You need to be focusing on making that healthy. Getting that nice and soft, keeping that hydrated, keeping that moisturized. Your hair growing out of your scalp, that's not the issue. That's going to always happen. It's keeping the hair that you already have. So some people will say, well, my hair doesn't seem to grow. It stays at one length. It stays at my neck or at my nape or on my shoulders, wherever. It stays there. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't get any longer. So my hair isn't growing. That's not the case. Hey, Dion, it's not that your hair is not growing. It's breaking. At just as quick as you grow in your hair, it's breaking off. So this video, I'm going to tell you, if you do these things, you will grow your hair. Now, these are 10 reasons why your hair may not be growing. Now, number 10 on my list is that your ends are brittle and damaged. This is one of the reasons why your hair is not growing. Hey, Bougie Barbie. It is because your ends are brittle and damaged, okay? Now, what you see me doing in this video, you see me focusing intentionally on my roots. On my tips. I'm getting to the roots. I'm massaging. I'm doing all that, but I'm mainly focusing on my tips. That's the hair that I already have, right? I need to keep that moisturized and hydrated. And people neglect that. They will take that comb in a minute. They will take that brush in a minute and be trying to comb that hair out because they feel like, oh, it's nappy, it's tangled, I gotta comb it out. Every time they get ready to do their hair, they pick up that comb and start combing, or they pick up that brush and start brushing. That's a no-no. Okay, that's a no-no. Don't pick up the comb, especially the small comb. Okay, the small tooth comb. Please don't pick up that comb and get the combing. Please don't do that. Detangle your hair. Okay, that's going into number 9. That brings me to number 9. One of the reasons your hair is not growing because you do not detangle your hair, and when you do, you detangle it dry. Yes, you take the comb, you take the brush, and you just rake away on that dry, brittle hair. Don't do that. You're taking out the hair that you have on your head. You know that's why when you take the comb and look at the comb, you got all this hair in the comb. You've combed out your hair. You've combed out your retention. You've combed it out. So don't do that. Please moisturize and hydrate your hair before you start detangling. Maybe you might want to use a leave-in. Maybe you might want to, hey, Shauna, maybe you might want to use a leave-in. Maybe you might want to use a pre-poo. A lot of products now have pre-poo products. Look into, I recommend that everyone do a pre-poo regimen. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm using the Soul Sistah products to do pre-poo. That is what I'm doing here. And what pre-poo is, it's just what it says. Pre-poo, pre-shampoo. I'm prepping my hair, getting my hair ready to shampoo it and wash it. And like I said, you can keep this in for a couple days, letting the lovely natural ingredients soak in and do its job. Or you can rinse it out right away after 30 minutes. But me, I keep this in for maybe about a week. And I'm telling you, my twist looks so good once this dries and once it's settled, it looks so good the next day. You also can do this as a leave out. Like once you let this dry and it sits, you can do this as a twist out. And I'm telling you, your hair is going to look bomb. It's going to have a lot of volume. It's going to look, your curls and waves are going to look defined. Now you also can use a hair grease. And in exchange for the butter, you don't have to use a butter. We also make a hibiscus hair grease that you can use. I use both. A lot of times after I've done with the butter and everything has soaked, the next day, once my hair is dry, I will take the hair grease and just grease my scalp a little bit, or the parts where, the parts where the twists start. I'll put some grease there and just really, I like to keep my hair moisturized. Okay. So yeah, number 9, don't detangle your hair, please, using dry hair. Make sure your hair is wet. All right. Combing your hair, number 8. That might be a reason your hair is not growing because you keep using that comb. Get rid of that comb. Take a break from that comb. If you must comb your hair, please use a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush. Do not use those small tooth combs. Don't use them combs that, I had to wipe that a little bit. Y'all getting the raw, honey. I had to wipe that camera. But you really don't want to use that comb. I'm telling you. I only use it. I might use a rat tooth comb to part my hair, but I very seldom use a comb. The only time I use it is maybe to comb some product through, maybe like conditioner or a leave-in or something like that. But I don't use combs. I use my hands. I also detangle my hair with my hands. And then once my hair is detangled, I will take my rat tooth comb, my wide tooth comb or my detangler comb, and I'll comb the product that I'm using through, just to ensure that my hair is properly detangled. And as you can see, I'm massaging my scalp a little bit. Now I'm taking my oil and I am putting the oil to my scalp. That is the bottle that the oil is going to be coming in. It's going to have my label on it, but the new bottles, you see they have arrived. I'm now using one. So that is what the oil will come in from now on. And as you can see, look, my hair, it is so soft. I'm telling you, Soul Sister is the way to go. Look at them edges. Them edges have come in. Now we have a great, now our picture is better. It's clearer. I was able to get that resolution fixed. So I think the rest of the video might not be as cloudy as it was, but so as you can see, I'm on my, the other quadrant. I'm on the other side and I'm twisting and I'm doing the same thing that I did on the other side. So when you pick up that comb, honey, you want to figure out why you combing your hair. You want to be intentional. Don't just pick up the comb and start combing. That's what I used to do before I started taking care of my hair. It was like as soon as I was ready to do my hair, the first thing I did was pick up the comb and start combing. Right? I'm not going nowhere. I'm just driving aimlessly. I ain't got no direction. I don't know what I'm doing. I just pick up the comb and start combing. And we do that. We don't even know why we're combing our hair. We just combing. And then once we get done, we pull out all the hair out the comb and look at it and be like, oh, look at all this hair. It's, oh, my hair is dead. Oh, my hair is not growing. Oh, it's break. You just combed it all out. And it was dry. Okay. So that's why your hair is in that comb, because it was dry and you broke it all off. It would have stayed right on that head if you didn't comb it out. So you guys, pay attention to what you're doing when you're picking up these combs, honey. Put them down. Put them down. Now, number 7. Let's see. What do we think number 7 is? What is the 7th reason that your hair may not be growing? Number 7, keep your hair hydrated. Yes. Moisturizing and hydrating are two different things, and people don't know the difference. Hydrating your hair is very different from moisturizing. What you see me doing right now with the tea rinse is hydration. Some people use tea rinses. I'm also detangling, as you can see. I was detangling it there. And also then I will seal in the hydration with moisture by using the cream, using the butter, using the oil, whatever it is you want to seal in the hydration with, that is moisturizing your hair. So hydration and moisturizing, two different things, okay? But you definitely want to hydrate. Some people use just straight up water. You can get a bottle, a spray bottle, and put some warm water and hydrate your hair with water. But your hair needs some type of liquid, some type of, H2O based product to hydrate your hair. And there, like I said, you see me right there. I'm massaging it through. I'm also detangling. I'm doing all of that. I'm not using no comb. And only time you see me use that comb was to get a little, a good part. But I'm hydrating. I'm rubbing it on, getting it all through, getting it in the shaft. And this is what has gotten my hair turned around and got it thicker. The cloves, the rosemary, it is really aided in thickening up my hair. This tea rinse has done all of that. The tea rinse, and you see how long that strand is. You guys know how short it was when I first started out. So you can see the length there. When I measured it, when I first started, I was at 5 inches. I am now at 7. So I have grown 2 inches of hair in 3 months. And I also cut my hair. I forgot to tell you guys that I think I did do a video, or I might have mentioned it in one of my videos prior, but I cut all of the dead ends and all the split ends. I cut that off. And I think that was about 1 inch. So when I started off with 5 inches. When I cut my hair, it was like around 4. So I really have grown probably about 3 inches if you take the fact that I cut it. So yes, my hair is growing. It is growing, and it is also more healthier and thicker than it was when I started. So this isn't just about, growing your hair. It's also about revitalizing your hair, rejuvenating your hair. We focus so much on growth, 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 growth. But a lot of times, if you focus on your hair becoming more healthy, you'll give the appearance that your hair is growing, when really it's not really growing. It's just more volume. It looks more healthy. It's thicker, and it really may not have grown that much, but it's just healthier. And I think that's a combination of what I'm dealing with in the moment. Like, my hair is growing, but it's getting more healthy. So it looks and it appears to be like it has just grown so much, when really, yeah, it grew about a couple inches, but it's more the dramatic change is more of the health. Okay. So yeah, keep your hair hydrated, keep it moisturized. Number 6, stop doing every challenge and every trend. Now, this is a biggie. If you're part of the natural hair care community, you watch these videos like I watch these videos. You could be watching my video now because you stumbled upon it on a replay, or you're watching it because you are into hair care videos. And you might see my product and say, "Ooh, I might want to try that." I'm not going to tell you don't try it, because I want you to reach out, and I want people to buy my products. My products are 100% natural. If I recommend anything, it would be my product, because I don't have any additives. I have a preservative, one natural preservative that keeps the stuff from going rancid. But other than that, there are no chemicals in this, which is why it aids and it grows so quickly, because it is 100% raw. Okay. So stay away from the trends, stay away from the challenges, because if you are like jumping on every bandwagon, you're not giving your hair time to grow. You're not giving it time to catch up, right? I see these people on videos like every other week. They got a new challenge that they're telling people to do, or they have a new product that they want people to try, or it's a new concoction, Here on the Sweet Pea Diaries, we are only going to focus on the ingredients that are in the Soul Sistah products, which are cloves, rosemary, chamomile. We might do a little bit of star anise. We might have black pepper seed, but our core ingredients are always going to be lavender, moringa, the rosemary, the cloves, the stuff that is in our product line. We're not going to veer from that. You won't see me using stuff that is like, out there or on the market. You will not see me doing that. The shampoo and conditioner that I make is based from black soap. You'll see me using that type of shampoo and conditioner. I will not be promoting any other brands on this channel, because I don't want people to jump from product to product, because in my opinion, you're not going to get any healthy growth that way. Your hair has to get time to get used to and acclimated to what it is you're introducing to it. So if you keep jumping on every trend, hopping on every product, your hair's not getting time to get used to what you're giving it, right? You want to give yourself at least 3 to 6 months to see a change. So if I start doing a challenge, 2 weeks, I use this. The next 2 weeks, I got this tea. The next 2 weeks, I got that one. That's not good, because you're not giving your hair time to catch up. You're not giving your hair time to get acclimated to what you're putting on it. It has to make that turn. Your hair might be used to Dark and Lovely products, or Sister Carol's Daughter, or Cantu, whatever brand you're using. And when you start using all natural products, it's going to be like, hey, whoa, what's this? It's got to make a change. So if you're jumping on every trend there is, your hair is not going to give you any type of, you're not going to see. Exactly, Sandra. You'll see better results with consistency. Exactly. You have to pick a brand, pick Pick a regimen, get on a regimen, be consistent, have a schedule. You have to have a routine because your hair, you have to train your hair, and it has to, it's just like it's eating, it's like food. Your hair is sucking in these products, it's absorbing these products, and you have to give it time to work. So please stay away from all the trends. And I'm going to tell you, what works for me might not work for you. What works for someone else's hair type might not work for your hair type. So you have to know what works for you. You have to study these brands, these products, and how it is affecting your hair. Does your hair like it? Does your hair not like it? Is your hair actually absorbing it? Is it working? You have to know, you have to pay attention to all of these things. So number 5 kind of piggybacks off of that. Find the right protective style for you. Now, when we're doing all of these, in the natural hair care community, we got a lot of different twists or braids, or we have all those cute little styles. A protective style is just that. It's just what it says. Protective. If you're pulling your hair out when you're getting a protective style, that's not a protective style. You just pulled your edges out. You did not protect your edges. Okay? That's not a protective style. The edges is gone. All right. Protective style should not cause any stress. It should be gentle. Your hair should love being in that style. It should be able to breathe. You should be able to get to your scalp easily, so if you can put some oil on it or grease or whatever it is that you're going to apply, you should be able to wash your hair while it's still in the protective style. So you have to find what works for you. For me, twists work for me, right? But guess what? I can't wash my hair with twists, because when I try to wash my hair with the twist in it, it comes right out, because my hair, even though it's getting thicker, I have very fine hair. So the water is going to just loosen my hair right on up. My twists are going to come right out. So I can't do what I see other people do on YouTube. I might watch videos and I see that they're able to pre-poo their hair, put it all in twists, and they're able to wash and condition with the braids still in their hair. And then you go try to do it and say, why that's not working for me? Because that's just not, your hair can't do that. So you have to find what works for you, what kind of protective style will work for you. Because when you're trying to grow out your hair, or, have your hair turn to be healthier, you have to keep your hands out of it. You can't be constantly manipulating, can't be constantly twisting, braiding, pulling it up, putting it that way, doing this. It needs to sit. So find a good protective style that has no stress, and preferably you should be tucking your ends away. If you can find a style where your ends are not exposed, you're going to get them nice and hydrated. You're going to moisturize them and tuck them away. That also helps with retaining length and growing out your hair. Number 4, stop overdoing it. Keep it simple, stupid. You guys remember that saying? Keep it simple, stupid. Well, that applies here. Find the regimen and hair care routine that works for you and stick to it. Keep it simple. You're the best person that knows, your hair. So keep it simple and spend time with you. Spend time with your hair. Find what's going to work for you and just do that. Don't be trying all this stuff. Don't be, I need to, do this routine that takes an hour every day, or I have to make sure I do that. Do what works for you. And usually it's the simple things. I mean, like what I'm doing right now, simple. Simple, simple, simple. Look how nice and fluffy it is. I'm very happy with the progress. You can tell that the twists, they have volume. Look at the finished product. The finished product, guys. Okay. So yes, find what works best for you. Stop overdoing it. Keep it simple. Find a regimen that's gonna, coincide with your schedule. We'll rewind it and start it over. Find something that's going to work with your schedule and stop manipulating your hair. Just keep your hands out of it. Number 3, wash your hair properly. And when I say washing, look at those edges. See how great they have grown in. Look at, I can grip them. Of course, don't grip your edges. Don't put no braids on them edges, please. Please, if you're going to get braids and you're going to do the braids as a protective style, if you like to add hair, please do not braid your edges. Keep the edges out. Tell the braiders, please. And tell the braiders not to braid so tight. Your hair doesn't have to be ripping out of your scalp. You shouldn't have to take Tylenol before you get your hair done or after you get your hair done. You should not have to do that. You can get braids without them. Yes. If you use a bonnet, yes. Silk or satin. Yes, ma'am. Your braids don't have to be tight in order for them to be in order for them to be looking neat. They don't have to be tight and being pulled. Your scalp doesn't have to be pulled, because when you take those braids out, your hair is coming right out with it. Believe it or not, your roots have been pulled out. And even though the braids are hanging on, there's hair inside those braids. That's why when you take off the braids, you have so much hair loss. And people think, oh, that's normal. Your hair sheds when you have braids. No, that's not true. Your hair is like that because when that braider gripped your hair, she pulled it out. And it is now inside of the braid, waiting for you to take those braids out. All right. So if you do get braids, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to tell the braider to stop pulling. Please just tell them up front. Please, I don't like my hair to be pulled. Please just braid it simple. I don't need it pulled out. And I'm telling you, if they're going to pull, just get up and go somewhere else. And to be honest with you, try the natural hair care salons. If you want a nice natural braid style, I would recommend going there instead of going to the Africans, because the African braiders, they're focusing on tight. They want it to be neat. They believe in pulling. Some of these, some of them, they believe that pulling the hair makes it grow. Okay, believe it or not. So if that's how they do, get up out that chair and run. Don't let them pull your hair out. I used to wear braids all the time, especially in the summer. And I thought that, it was helping my hair to grow. And in reality, it was actually what was causing my hair to thin. This is why my hair now, it's thicker and it looks more healthier, because I stopped adding hair to my braids. I'm one of those people that can't wear it. It weighs down my hair. It pulls it out. Now, my daughter, she can wear it. Her hair is 4C, true 4C. She has a very tight curl pattern, and she's able to wear hair extensions. It doesn't pull her hair out. It doesn't weigh on her hair. It doesn't make it thinner. But me, I can't wear it. So I have to use my own hair, and I'm fine with that. Okay? So find what works best for you. Wash your hair properly. When I say wash it properly, I'm meaning your scalp. Scalp health is next to wealth. If your scalp is not healthy, if your scalp is not clean, your hair's not going to grow. You're not going to retain length. You're going to have dandruff. Your hair's going to be dirty. And contrary to popular belief, dirty hair does not grow hair. Okay. Some people say, oh, if your hair's dirty, your hair's going to grow. No, please clean your scalp. All right. We need you to wash your hair. You need to scrub that scalp and keep that scalp clean. Cloves, rosemary, they aid in hair growth, but they also help with dandruff. They help with eczema. They help with baldness. They help with alopecia, but definitely they help with cleaning the scalp. Now, the black pepper seeds that we use sometimes in the hair oil, I use that for people And Sandra, yours has a little bit of that in it, which is why you notice your oil is a little darker. Now, I use that for circulation. It helps with aiding in blood flow, blood circulation, and we want healthy blood circulation in the scalp. So I add a little bit of tea tree oil as well, essential tea tree oil, to the oil, and sometimes to the hair tea, so that way we can get that scalp, that blood flow into the scalp and encourage blood flow. So please keep your scalp healthy, keep that blood circulating, and massaging it with your hands or with a scalp massager is a great way to keep the blood flowing in the scalp. All right, so that's number 3. Number 2, keep your hands out of your hair. Now, right now, my hands is all in my hair, okay? Because I'm pre-pooing my hair, I'm oiling it, I'm massaging it, I'm doing my hair. But to be honest with you, please keep your hands out of your hair once a day, either in the day, at night. You're going to do, if you're using the growth system, you guys, I sent the directions on when to use, how to use. That's going to be the only time you need to be doing your hair. Some people have their hands in their hair all day long. They playing with their twists, or they playing with the locks, or they're playing with their hair, twiddling their hair. Your hands are dirty. You've been in and out of things all day. You don't wash your hands all day. You don't sanitize your hair all day. And you got to be careful with sanitizing your hair and then putting your hands in sanitizing your hands and then putting your hands in your hair, because you have alcohol on your hands, right? So you don't want to be putting that in your head. You don't want to be putting that in your scalp. So, my hands are clean because I have sanitizer. Yeah, well, that's not going to be good on your scalp. That's not going to be good on your hair. So keep your hands out of your hair. Allow your hair to grow. Allow your hair to do its thing. I know it's exciting, especially when you're growing out your hair and you want, you want to see the growth. You're loving how nice and healthy your hair is becoming after using Soul Sister. I love it too, but you got to keep your hands out of it. If you're going to get a protective style, like when you do these twists or you do mini braids or whatever your style is, try to leave it for 6 weeks at least, 6 to 8 weeks, and just leave it alone. If it's a style that you can still wash your hair, try to do, a wash maybe every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks if you can, but you really don't need to be washing your hair. I don't wash my hair every day. Some people can wash their hair every day. Now, sometimes I can wash my hair every day and I notice that it's good. And then some, depending on the season, like in the summer, I can wash my hair every day because it's oily. In the winter, my hair is drying out. I need all the moisture, all the oil, all of that. So I'm not going to wash my hair every day. Okay. Yes, Sandra, too much heat on the hair is stress. Yes, you don't need a lot of heat. And you definitely want to get in the habit of stretching your hair. Stretching your hair is good, which is why I like to utilize twists, mini braids. That helps with hair growth as well and retention. Like keeping your hair detangled and stretched is a great way to grow and retain length. Okay. But like I said, constantly manipulating your hair, changing products, doing this, doing that, you're just doing too much. And that's causing stress on your hair. The less is more. The less you touch, the less you manipulate, the more you're going to see growth. Number 1, what do we think number 1 is? Number 1 is know your hair. Know your hair. Not my hair, not her hair, your hair. Your hair is your crown. It's yours. It's not nobody else's. You know what's best for you. And if you don't, you need to get to know. That's my advice. Know your hair type and don't box yourself in. Oh, my hair type is this, so I got to do this. This says this blog said that this hair type does this, and this article said that this hair type does that. Your hair type might not even be in those lists because everybody is different. Okay. Everybody is different and everything is not for everyone. Just because the article said that a hair type focuses on that, that might not work for you. You might go home and do what that says and your hair doesn't respond at all. You have to pay attention to what you see your hair doing when you use certain products, when you do certain things. Pay attention to your hair. Okay. I've seen some videos recently where I've watched people and they're doing things that they see other people do. And I'm noticing they're not having any hair growth. They're not having any success with their hair. Everything looks the same to me. And they're constantly doing this and they're constantly, and I'm like, girl, I don't see any change. And the reason I don't see any change is because you're doing what other people are doing. You have not focused on what your hair is telling it wants, what your hair needs. Like people with thin, fine hair, they may not be able to take a lot of hydration. It might be too much, right? They might only need a little spritz, a little bit, and their hair just soaks it up. You might only need a little bit of lather when shampooing. Some people need a lot. You might not have to wash your hair every day. Some people might. They may have buildup. They may have dandruff. So everybody isn't the same. Every regimen is not going to work for everyone. With our products, I guarantee every hair type will experience a change, whether it is health, growth, thickening of your hair. You will see a difference. Why can I say guarantee? Because it's all natural. There's no way that you're not going to see a difference. Okay. You're going to see a difference after the first couple times you use it, if you're paying attention. Now, I've had some people say, well, I've been using it and I have, one of my customers said she has an issue with breakage. And I had to remind her there's a difference between breakage and shedding. Okay. Naturally, our hair sheds. We're going to shed dead hair. We're going to shed hair that, our body has no use for. That's natural. Hair is just going to drop and shed on its own without it even being touched. But breakage is when your hair is dry and it is breaking off from the tips, not the roots, the tips. When your hair breaks, it's breaking off from the ends. It's breaking off from what's already been there, and you're not able to retain it because you're not taking care of it. So the more you use Soul Sistah, the more your hair is going to become healthier, thicker, shinier, longer, because it is 100% natural. It has no additives, it has no chemicals, and anything that is natural, it's gonna work. Okay, because it's from the earth. It's designed to work. Okay. And like I said, rosemary, cloves, these are natural DHT blockers. So anything that has a DHT blocker in it, you're going to experience growth because that is a natural, what should I say? It is combating the chemical that causes baldness. So if I'm giving you something that is naturally, combating baldness or thinning, then it's going to help you. Sabrina says, you are offering really good advice and recommendations. Thank you. Sweet Pea, I forgot I had dry scalp before using Soul Sistah products. Okay, so has your scalp gone through a difference? I mean, do you still have dry scalp or no? My cousin, a beautician, told me the same thing you're saying, Sweet Pea. Okay, now. But I know that when I first started out there, my hair, you guys, I've showed pictures. Look, Sandra has no more dry scalp. Not at all. No more dry scalp. Finito. It's done. And she has not been using Soul Sistah for a month yet. I'm telling you. After a week, 2 weeks, you're going to see a difference. I stand by it. I stand by these products because I've been using them and I know. I know. I've done it. I'm not going to tell you nothing that is a lie. I'm not going to, just so I can get views or sell products. No, I stand by it. I'm not going to give anybody anything that I wouldn't use myself. But it's only going to get better. She has been using this 2 weeks. Monday, it will be 2 weeks. She says that she has a low buzz cut now. Her hair is now at a low buzz cut. When she started, you guys see on the community wall what she started with. And now she has a low cut. She's going to be sending us pictures weekly, every other week, or how often she wants to send them. But when she sends them, I will be posting them on the community wall so you guys can see her journey. Sandra is a cancer survivor, and she recently completed chemotherapy. So she is using Sistah. She has allowed us, and we are honored, she has allowed us to be part of her hair journey of regrowing her hair, and she's using our products to aid in that process. So we're thrilled. We are so excited to see this progress, and we're going to be posting every step of the way. But as you can see, you guys, if you followed me and you seen what I was, working with prior to this, look at it. Look at it now. Sandra says, other chemo patients report hair growth in 2 months. I've seen results faster. Exactly, Sabrina. We love to see it. Sabrina says that is wonderful. We love it. I love it. I know that my hair, my curls have gotten more, they're more defined. You can see here, just the oil and just a little bit of hydration that I'm doing. You see it curls right up, and it's not thin. My curls used to be very thin. You guys remember how thin my curls were? Now you see the volume. You see my hair is thicker at the roots. You see that my edges they're all grown in. You see up at the top, I've got these little fine baby hairs, so I'm very pleased with the progress and the tips that I gave you today. I hope that, it will help some of you, because you're the only person that can say what's best for you. I can give you all the tips and all the tricks and, all the hacks, but you have to watch, what the results, like you have to watch what your hair says and how your hair responds. And you got to keep a track of that. I can give you all the products in the world, but you have to be the one to do, all of this. So be consistent, be intentional, and, love on your hair. Do your hair when you have time to do it. So that way you're not raking through, you're not rushing, you're taking your time. Because like what I'm doing right now, this took me, I'll say this took about maybe 2 hours because I was filming as well. So, I'm taking the time to do each piece, hydrate, oil, butter, everything. And that's why it's growing. That's why it's healthy, because I'm taking time to care for it. Massaging it through, filling all the spots that feel dry. I'm making sure I'm paying attention to those spots. And I'm just sticking with the routine. So that's what you have to do. You have to pay attention to what works for you, and you just have to do it. Okay, guys? So that's really all I have. Do you guys have any questions about Sistah, or just any questions about hair growth or anything that you want to ask? Now is the time to do so. I'm just loving it. Look at it. Look at it, y'all. Look at it. And they smell divine. Not only do the products work, but they smell heavenly. The tea rinse is my favorite. I love the smell of cloves and rosemary. It smells super, super good. Okay. The oil smells good. The moringa hair butter smells good. Now, Sandra, she can tell you, she does what I do. She puts her hair butter in the refrigerator. Just like the tea rinse, you have to refrigerate the tea rinse every day when you use it. You want to put it in a refrigerator. That's where it needs to be stored, because it is 100% natural. So it needs to be refrigerated, okay? Because it's a food product, basically. It's an herb. So keeping it room temperature, like I have the little small bottle that is in the bathroom. I don't put that in a refrigerator all the time, but the big bottle that I have, it is in the refrigerator. The small applicator bottle that stays out, so that way I can just use it. But it's nothing like feeling that coldness going on your scalp. That wakes up and gives you blood circulation as well. So that's great for it to be cold and it, hitting that scalp. That's really good. But she puts her hair butter in the refrigerator as well. And that gives it a cool, nice little feeling to the scalp. I do the same thing. It feels so good. She says, yep, my favorite is the hair butter. Yep, my products are in the fridge. Thank you, Shauna. But I love it. I love it. I think like I told you guys, I feel like I got a winner. I feel like I stumbled upon something great. Now, you will see there are other people that do videos with these type of teas and all of that, but our concoctions are different. Like I put something different in mine. I don't use hibiscus as a rinse. Some people use it as a rinse. I like to use hibiscus as in my hair grease, with my tea rinse. I use chamomile. Some people don't use chamomile. They might just use cloves. Some of them use different additives for their preservative. I only use one preservative, right? And it's definitely not a chemical. Okay. So just because you see people doing DIYs and you say, oh, well, she's not doing anything great. All I have to do is follow that recipe. Not everybody wants to do the recipe. And some people don't want to take the time to do that. Some people want to buy the product. Some people want to support, a Black business. So don't discourage other people from buying natural products or supporting a brand by saying, oh, you can make it yourself. Or oh, people know that they can make it themselves. They know that. I have a video that shows how to make it. But people still want to order because they don't want to make it. They're not YouTubers. They're not hair care enthusiasts. They just want to be a customer and they want to buy the product. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody wants to be in their kitchen doing a lot of, mixing and concoctions. A lot of people use shortcuts and advertise as natural. Be careful. Exactly. Everything is not natural like they say, especially over the counter, especially these brands that people started off natural, but once they sold it to a parent company or a larger company, they severely diced it up and chopped it up. It started off all natural, but now it's got all these chemicals in it. So you want to be careful with that because some of those chemicals cause breakage. And not everything is good for African American hair. Not everything is good for Caucasian hair. This is good for all hair types. And the reason I say that, they say, well, how can it be good for all hair types? Because it is a natural ingredient, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're Asian, they do hot oil treatments. They use hair rinses. After you take a shower, you can use our tea rinse as a rinse. You don't have to use it as a leave-in. You can use it as a rinse, have it rinsed on your hair, let it sit, and then rinse it out. There's all kinds of ways that you can use these products based on your ethnicity, based on what type of hair you have, and based off of how you want your hair to feel. Exactly. You cannot go wrong with natural hair care products. All right. So that is how it can be used for all hair care, all hair types, because it's the way you use it. The hair butter, a person that is of Asian or Hispanic descent that has a tighter curl pattern, they maybe can use the butter when they're putting their hair up in a ponytail, or they're going to put two braids, or they're going to do something where they want to slick down their edges or slick down their, hair and make it a little tighter when pulling it back in their ponytail. They may not want to use gel. They may not want to use something that's really thick. So they can use the butter. They can spray a little bit of rinse on, put a little bit of the butter, and take a nice brush and brush their hair right on back. They won't have to worry about a lot of gook from gel. They won't have to worry about the flakes from hairspray. It's just going to be the wetness from the rinse, and then putting a little bit of that grease or butter is what's going to lay the hair down and keep it down. So that's how you would be able to use it for different hair types, because it'll be how you use it. They may not use it how we use it, but they're going to use it in their way that best works for them. And as you see here, like, my hair is different in every part. Like underneath and in the back, you see my hair is more finer. It's thinner back there. It used to be real thin back there, guys. But this even has gotten a lot of volume. I don't know if you remember videos that I've done before I started using these products. My hair was very thin back there. But now look, it has grown. It's thicker, but it still has that texture. The texture back there is more like finer and curlier underneath. And then as you go up, my hair gets a little more thicker, coarser in the middle. But I used to suffer from, in the middle part of my hair, I used to have a bald spot back there from like laying on the back of my hair at night. That has completely grown in. I don't even see the difference in length. It's all one length. So I'm extremely pleased with my progress. Okay. So if you guys don't have any more questions and you don't have any more comments, I'm going to get up on out of here. I thank you guys for joining. Thank you for coming in and participating. This video, I just wanted to show you guys how to use the Soul Sistah hair care line. If you're interested in ordering any of these products, we will be having our website up soon, but you can email me at, I'm going to put the email in the chat quickly. A Soul Sisters Diary at gmail.com. All right. So here is our email. If you are interested in ordering any of these products, please email us and we will get your shipment out to you within 24 hours, maybe about 24 to 48 hours after you order. Okay. I try to keep it that way, especially if I have product on hand. You're going to get it right away. If I have to make it, you just have to give me a couple extra days, but you definitely will not be waiting a week. You won't be waiting long, because, I want to get it out quickly, because I know a lot of people are excited and they're ready to use it. Okay. So if you guys want to order, go ahead and shoot me a quick email and we can work that out. All right. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, you guys.